that autumn wind. Shout out to the Raiders, man, we about to win.
Comment your grades. Raiders performance versus the Jeffs. It should just be an F. I mean, let's be honest here. The Raiders played an absolute stinker, losing 34-3. And I tweeted out, I'm not mad, I'm disappointed. And then I thought about it. You know what? F that. I'm pretty mad after this game. So, Raiders performance versus the Jets. It better be an F, and I better see 1,000 Fs in the comments section if you're seeing this on YouTube or on Facebook. So this is what happened. The Raiders, they kick a field goal, and then it's 34 unanswered points, and it was just an absolute nightmare. I mean, I don't even know if you guys can throw in the comments something harder to watch than this game. Please do it. But watching Sam Darnold, Le'Veon Bell rip us up, and watching this offense just not be able to move the football. So Bob Reeves, Justin Tolman, the dude, Z-. Probably should have gave a Z- for the Oakland Raiders here. So you guys are watching the Raiders report. And if you bleed silver and black, it's all good. I still want you guys to like this video here. So I'm doing Raiders Week 12 grades. We're going to do offense, defense. We're going to go all the way down. However, I think the NFL needs to start looking into some of these refs. And if NFL players can get fined for roughing the passing calls, guess what? NFL referees should be getting fined for horrible calls. So the refs, y'all get an F. And you're going to see a lot of Fs on this show. And every time I put an F on the screen, I want you guys to spam F in the comments. The Maurice Hurst roughing the passer call was atrocious. I mean, Max Crosby should have had 2 sacks in this game. I've never seen a roughing the passer call realistically after the play's over, after the sack's done. I mean, it was horrible. And if you haven't seen it, go to my Twitter. I tweeted it out. And then a few plays later, Hunter Renfrow goes to catch the ball, gets absolutely drilled. He has to leave the game because he's injured, and the guy clearly got to him early. The refs, if y'all in the NFL, if you guys are going to penalize players for making bad hits, you better start penalizing the refs because it was horrible, horrible. Let's look at the offense now. You're going to see a trend here. What grade would you give the offense? A, B, C, D, or F? I mean, this is how many points they put up. 3. Wasn't good. Passing yards, 140. Rushing yards, 68. Total yards, 208. Turnovers, 2. So guess what grade I'm going to give the offense? Yeah, an F. I don't really see how you can give the grade, the offense, anything F. So Nathaniel Wiggins, we agree. Hank, we agree. Oscar Castillo, F. And every single time y'all see an F on screen, I want you to type F in the comment section. So are you a die-hard Raider fan? If you are, okay, I want you to type 4 because that means you're subscribed. And if you're not subscribed to the Raiders Report, I don't know if you're a true Raider fan. And I'm going to say that because there is not another company out there releasing more videos than the Oakland Raiders Report. So if you are a subscriber, type 4. I'll give some shout-outs here. Junior Hall, HCUCU, Henry Wallace, Jamo, D. Mendy, NVD Money. I know you're one of my most loyal watchers. And if you're not already subscribed to the Raiders Report, make sure you do. It's youtube.com/Raiders Report. The nation's voice needs to be heard. Let's go to defense and special teams. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I didn't give the defense and special teams an F. I didn't feel like they deserved an F. So, I don't know if it's a real grade, but I'm going to give them an F-. And I saw somebody earlier say Z-. That's probably what I should have given this defense and special teams. I mean, we allowed 34 points to the New York Jets. I mean, Sam Darnold has been playing better, but we allowed 313 passing yards, 88 rushing yards, 401 total yards. We had only 1 sack. Sure, we should have had 2, but there is no excuse for watching this team give up the amount of points, amount of first downs, amount of bad penalties than what I saw. I mean, Darnold is an up-and-coming quarterback, but having him go for 315, 2 touchdowns, and very easily done so. I mean, we were giving up big plays again. Braxton Berrios, 69 yards. Heck, Robbie Anderson, 86 yards and a touchdown. I came on the show and I was like, well, we're going to be able to handle, Sam Darnold, and yet it was bad. So the refs, they get an F. The offense gets an F. Defense and special teams, F- because Daniel Carlson also missed a field goal. And then, who was it? A.J. Cole got a 15-yard penalty for hitting a guy way out of bounds. I mean, come on, guys. You got to be better. Let's go to Jon Gruden. What would you guys give Gruden? I mean, I really hate being this emotional after a game, But Jon Gruden gets an F too. I mean, we were just not prepared. And at the end of the day, you got to point your finger at the head coach and just say, well, they didn't play well. We weren't prepared. So I'm going to put a big amount of blame on the Oakland Raiders and on Jon Gruden. You guys get an F. Here's a question. Let's be honest with ourselves, okay? Will the Raiders make the playoffs? After this game, I'm not so sure. So I want you to type Y for yes, and I want you to type N for no. Coming into this game, I would have said, yeah. I was very, very confident the Raiders were going to make the playoffs. In my mind, we were going to be 7-4, going up against the Chiefs, tied for first in the AFC West. And now we're 6-5, going up against the Chiefs, which either we're going to be 7-5 or 6-6. So if you think that the Raiders are going to make the playoffs, seeing some Y's for yeses, seeing some no's. I'm also seeing an I don't know. Either way, I want you guys to go to BetDSI and bet on the Raiders either to make the playoffs, or if you think the Raiders aren't going to make the playoffs, I guess you could do that too. But go to BetDSI and bet on all NFL games. It's also college football season. If you guys want to bet on college football, you can do that at BetDSI. I know some Laker fans are there. If you guys want to bet on the NBA games, do it at BetDSI, the internet's #1 sportsbook, chatsports.com/bet. Let's go to our defensive coordinator, Paul Guenther. What would you guys give Paul? Should we just get to it? Probably already know. It's an F. I promise, though, we will have other grades on this show that are different than Fs. And I feel like Oprah Winfrey right now. You get an F, you get an F, you get an F. But this defense just gave up way too many plays, way too many big plays. Again, just way too many big plays. And then on third down, not being able to get stops on third down. The defense looked absolutely lost this game. I get it. We didn't have LaMarcus Joyner, who, by the way, has not been good the entire year anyway. We had a lot of young players. But, Paul, my man, you get an F. Let's go to Max Crosby. Let's talk about something positive. If there is one player that shows up every single week on this defense, it is Max Crosby. And y'all should start spamming Max in the comments because my dude continues to show up every single week. Every single week. And yes, this team gave up a lot of points, but I'm giving Max Crosby an A because the effort that this dude shows every single week, it's special. He's going to be a special, special player. Now, this week he had 4 tackles. 2 tackles for a loss, a sack. He should have had 2 sacks, but it was that horrible Maurice Hurst roughing the passer call that took away a sack from him. And he also had a QB hit. I mean, right now Max Crosby has 7.5 sacks, and if y'all haven't voted for Crosby to go to the Pro Bowl, you better get with the program. Get with the program because my man Max deserves to go to the Pro Bowl. Continues to show that right now, he's our best defensive player. And I don't even know if it's that close. Max Crosby right now is the best defensive player for the Oakland Raiders. And if y'all agree with me, I want you to type 4 in the comment section for Believe It Baby. Because Max Crosby continues to show his effort, continues to show that he's a leader on this team. And yes, I will say that he was by far the biggest steal in this year's NFL draft. Now, I'm upset. And I think the easiest way to get over that sometimes is by going out and, I don't know, either do a cheat meal or maybe you just got to go buy yourself some stuff. So it's almost the holidays here. And I think I'm going to start giving away some Raider Nation store shirts. If you guys want to see how many shirts I'm going to give away, you go to my Instagram. You guys can vote. So I'm either going to give away 1 to 10 shirts. So if y'all go and vote on my Instagram, at Mitchell Renz 365, I'm giving away shirts. But everything that I wear here is from Raider Nation Store. And if you guys want to get some stuff for 20% off, go to RaiderNationStore.net. But when you do that, use my promo code Mitch20 for 20% off. Let's go to some more grades here. We'll try to roll through these. Derek Carr. What would you guys give Derek? A, B, C, D, or F? I'm going to give Derek a D. I'm going to give Derek a D, and I kind of want to give him a D for the interception, the pick 6, but also D for drops. I mean, the receivers really hurt Derek. The 127, 0 touchdowns, and a pick, I don't really think that you can blame it all on him, but you can blame a lot for the dink and dunk offense that we had to try to go for. Overall, though, not going to get it done. Let's go to our running back, shall we? Josh Jacobs. And if you look at the box score for Josh, you're going to sit there and be like, well, Mitch, he averaged only 3.4 yards per carry. I get it. But our offensive line got straight up bullied by the New York Jets this week. And Josh, to me, you guys can grade it below A, B, C, D, or F. I'll give some shout-outs here to some of the people. I'm seeing a lot of Ds. Alex S. says Josh gets an F. FN says D-. Lol Dam says C. I'm going to agree with you. I think Josh gets a C. And the reason why I'm going to give him a C grade is because the game script absolutely impacted his ability to do anything. Like, if you watch the game, he was getting hit in the backfield. And I'm not going to sit here and just say that he deserves all the blame. And I'm not going to give him the blame. Now, 3.4 yards per carry, not pretty. But as we've been saying, when the Raiders get in these negative game scripts, it really, really impacts Josh's ability to really go out and ball. All right, last grades. Wide receivers and tight ends. A, B, C, D, or F. It's got to be an F. Now, I didn't want to just single out one player. So instead, I'm going to give 4 grades for 4 players who I said would go out and dominate the Jets secondary. So Darren, you get a D. Way too many drops in this game. A bad drop in the first half. Tyrell Williams, you get an F. I mean, that drop on third down, Derek hits you square in the chest in the first quarter. Horrible drop. Hunter Renfrow gets a D. Again, another player had some drop issues. Zay Jones gets a C. I mean, if you guys disagree with me, please let me know in the comments, because the show, not about me, it's about the nation, and our voice needs to be heard. So I'm going to loop you through our Raiders Week 12 grades, and I'm just going to be straight up. These are grades that you're not going to want to show your parents, not going to be grades that even end up on your refrigerator. Refs, offense, defense, all Fs. More Fs, Jon Gruden, Paul Guenther. The only player who I could literally give an A in this entire game was Max Crosby. Had a sack, should have had 2 sacks. Derek Carr, you get a D for the 127, the pick 6. Yes, there were a lot of drops, which is why I gave the wide receivers and tight ends an F. And it's ultimately, take a drink, what led to Josh Jacobs getting a C, because the negative game scripts really, really impacted this game from start to finish. If you haven't already subscribed to the Oakland Raiders Report, make sure you all do. It's youtube.com/Raiders Report. Now let's take a look here. I'm going to try to get positive, all right? Let's try to be positive. What happens when you lose a game? You got to look to the future. So here are the Raiders' remaining 5 games. Now, I still bleed silver and black, and I still believe in this team, okay? And if y'all bleed silver and black and believe in this team, please subscribe to the Raiders Report. I'm going to be still dropping daily videos. We're going to be doing live videos, grades, rumors, news. I'm going to be live on Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, I want you guys to subscribe to the show, because the nation's voice needs to be heard. And the only way that it's going to be heard is the more subscribers we get. So if you haven't already subscribed, make sure you do. youtube.com/Raiders Report. Raider Nation, what's going on? Is this the #1 Raiders channel on YouTube? For Chucky Heads, believe it, baby. And if you haven't already, subscribe right here. I'm giving you Chucky Heads, news, rumors, Raider Nation rumors. And look at this, I'm making your life easier. Check out my next video. Thanks for watching, and go Raiders.